This In this week's edition of Arlington Sentinel News, we will talk about train conflicts causing traffic delays.
We also bring you the City of Arlington's 6th annual cleanup day in Fish Creek.
And a local nonprofit helping domestic violence survivors heal from their confidence with a little self-care. Arlington Sentinel News starts now.
Welcome to Arlington Sentinel News. I'm Natalie Finley.
And I'm Gravani White. Thank you for joining us. The railroad crossing on Cooper Street has been causing issues with the community. Here's reporter Trinity Patterson for more.
The railroad located on Cooper Street causes frequent traffic. The placement of the train not only causes disruption in traffic flow, but with it being so close to UTA campus, it has caused many professors and commuter students to be late.
Me personally, it causes a lot of inconvenience because there's so many times still now to where I'm almost late to class because I'm just right there about to get to school, but then the train comes. And sometimes it seems like the train stops for longer than usual. So for example, there's one day it stops for like 10 minutes and I was almost late to class. So I feel like especially for commuters, sometimes it makes it really hard to get to class on time and it just makes it really inconvenient and it's pretty upsetting.
The closest underpass is on West Street, but with the traffic pileup, it makes it very difficult to reach the shortcut. And of course, with the train barricading the pathway to the campus, the professors try to be more understanding.
Anything that you did not control, it was out of your control. You know, of course that should be an excuse. I would definitely excuse it, and the school should also. It's not their fault that the train stopped.
One of the main issues is when the train comes to a complete stop, causing drivers to become impatient and upset, which can lead to dangerous situations.
Somebody finally jumped a curb. We followed them. We went on the other side and got out of there, but it's crazy.
Despite the ongoing challenges, there are no plans to resolve the inconvenience the railroad causes for drivers in our community. This has been Trinity Patterson with Arlington Sentinel News.
We hope that in the future there will be a solution to control the flow of traffic.
The City of Arlington held its 6th annual cleanup day in Fish Creek this past weekend. The organizers encourage residents to attend these type of events, since in recent years the level of pollution in streams like this has increased. The goal is to collect as much trash as possible before it ends up in our oceans, and at the same time change the hearts of our future generation. For more information, you can visit the website that appears on your screen.
For this week's trivia question, we asked, how many floors or stories did UTA have in the small wood-framed schoolhouse they started in?
Was it 5, 3, 2.5, or 4? The answer will be revealed at the end of the show.
Coming up, we have Hagar's Heart, for a nonprofit that is helping survivors of domestic violence regain self-confidence through self-care.
We also cover phone scams happening across Arlington via public service announcements and how the police are alerting residents. Stay tuned and don't go anywhere.
Where did the time go? I don't know how I got here.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
A local organization in Arlington is helping domestic abuse survivors through self-care. Our reporter Vanessa Moreno has more.
Hagar's Heart in Arlington is an organization that supports victims of domestic violence through self-care and helps rebuild their self-confidence and their self-esteem.
Our mission is to support, educate, and empower women and men who are going through domestic violence with self-care initiatives.
The founder and executive director, Jennifer Jones, strongly believes self-care is part of the whole piece of healing. She strives to provide survivors with that part of their healing journey.
Once they are in the shelter, to learn, what do I do next after they've gotten the counseling and the safety and they're in a good spot. We provide ICU boxes monthly, and to date, since 2020, which is when we began, we've served over 4,800 women and men that are in the shelters that we partner with.
Hager's Heart has a pop-up shop that gives men and women the opportunity to have a one-on-one shopping experience to get new clothes, shoes, and accessories free of charge.
Our main goals and mission to try to bring light to this particular need that's not currently well fulfilled in the area. And so we service shelters in Arlington and all the way out as far as Richardson and Plano as well. We do deliver those boxes out to them as well.
Hager's Heart currently serves Tarrant, Collin, Dallas, and Kaufman County, but hopes to one day serve all counties in North Texas. Vanessa Moreno, Arlington Sentinel News.
If you or anyone might benefit from this organization, visit their website at hagerheart.org.
Arlington Police alert residents about phone scams via public service announcements on social media. The official statement from the police department reminds residents that the authorities do not make personal phone calls requesting money in exchange for the release of arrest warrants. They request that you do not send money to anyone who claims to be a police entity. If you receive a phone call from someone claiming to be a police officer asking for money, the officers advise you to hang up immediately, as this is a scam.
When we come back, we'll tell you how much you can save money on your water bill.
And how Arlington Art Museum makes an art accessible for everyone in the city to enjoy. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
COVID-19 has changed how we show up and show out with our family. Now it's time to take the first step that lets us get back to talking smack with a side of mac and cheese. Before we can safely come together, we need the facts. As COVID-19 vaccines become available, you may have questions. Should I get it? Is it safe?
Should I wait?
It's smart to question. Now, get the facts at getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision when vaccines are available to you.
The City of Arlington Water and Utility Department offer free sprinkler evaluations each year. A sprinkler system that is not working properly can waste thousands of gallons of water and cost you a lot of your bill. The program, offered online SaveArlingtonWater.com, allows customers to receive complete review of their sprinkler system, which normally lasts about 45 minutes.
The Arlington Museum of Art first opened in 1991, but as of March 30th, this historical building will be relocating to a bigger home. Michael White has more on this story.
Since the Arlington Museum of Art first opened in 1991, people have been able to enjoy the exhibit at 201 West Main Street. But coming up March 30th, the museum will be relocated.
We moved from 5,500 square feet to now 42,000 of gallery space, and being able to have that amount of gallery space presents more opportunities for us to bring in art from all over the world for the community across DFW to be able to see.
But what will be different about this new museum?
So the cool thing that we're actually being able to provide for the public, the two really big things are a community gallery and an immersive gallery space. The community gallery is interesting because it's going to be free for the public. So anyone can come in to see any art that's available inside of the community gallery. No matter your income status, we want to make sure that art is accessible for all. And then our immersive gallery space is an immersive gallery space. The cool thing about that too is that it's the first one that will be a permanent immersive gallery space. And that's something that not only Arlington hasn't seen, but the rest of DFW hasn't seen. And another note on the immersive gallery is that we will also be providing a black box theater inside of the gallery space as well.
I'm Michael White with Arlington Sentinel News.
For more information regarding the Arlington Museum of Art, visit arlingtonmuseum.org. And now we bring you the community calendar showing all upcoming free events in the Arlington area. On Saturday, March 2nd, there will be a CD painting event, which will be held at the Mansfield Public Library.
On Sunday, March 3rd, there will be an ultimate dog party hosted by Pampered Poochie Events at Pixie's Pet Palace Dog Boarding. Then on Tuesday, March 5th, Mansfield Public Library, they will be having a DIY Spring Mesh Wealth Workshop. Welcome back to the trivia segment. For this week's trivia question, we asked, how many floors or stories did UTA have in the small wood-framed schoolhouse they started in?
Was it 5, 3, 2.5, or 4? If your answer is 2.5, you're correct.
Now, we have a story that will make you go, bah! Arlington's police responded to a large herd of goats that escaped from their enclosure the morning of February 28th. The city of Arlington recently partnered with Open Space Development to bring hundreds of goats to the Crystal Canyon Natural Area with the purpose of clear invasion plans from the park and help clear waterways and reduce the fire damage to the area. Officers responded to the neighborhood near Brown Boulevard and Winding Hollow Lane and worked with the team to direct the goats back to their enclosure. All of the goats are accounted for and were returned safely. That's all for this week's show. I'm Gravani White.
And I'm Natalie Finley. Make sure to follow us on all social media at Arlington Sentinel News or visit our website at arlingtonsentinel.org. Thank you for joining us.